Why, hello. This is Science Video 1. So the other day, we went over the idea of inherited traits. So we learned that inherited traits are things that you get from the instructions from your parents. So eye color, hair color, physical features, and different things like that that are passed through genetically. And then we talked about learned traits. So something would be like bike riding. It's not inherited, but you can learn to do it. And then we also talked about how offspring resemble their parents. So a tree that drops a seed and a new tree grows, that tree will resemble the tree it came from. Same thing with animals. And if you have two different, like two dogs that have offspring, but they are different breeds, their offspring will be some mix of them. Okay, then, I don't know why it's not moving. Okay, we talked about how traits can be influenced by the environment. So a plant that has the sufficient amount of light will grow well. A plant without enough light will struggle. Diet and lifestyle, so a dog with the right amount of exercise and diet will have a better chance of being healthy than one who does not get enough exercise and does not have a good diet. And overall, the environment plays a role in shaping traits. Okay? We talked about how every organism has a life cycle, and they have ways of reproducing. So seeds have ways of forming new plants, like the cucumbers that shoot their seeds really far. All living things have a way of reproducing and a life cycle that they follow. And then finally, animals form groups to meet different purposes, to obtain food, to defend themselves, and to cope with changes. So like here, the birds fly in groups when the seasons change, stuff like that. Okay? So what you're going to do, you can work together, and you have this packet in your accordion folder. You are going to continue. Everything's frozen on me. Why? I don't know. But you're going to continue this packet. See, I think we did the first two questions together. You're going to continue on. When everyone seems to be just about done or done-ish, why don't you guys go over it as a class? You can put this under the document camera, share answers, correct answers, stuff like that. When you have finished this practice and gone over the answers, there's a second math or science video where I start to teach the next concept. Okay? All right, good luck.